boy. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman, and today I've got some awesome Clash of Clans content to share with you guys, but it's not going to be Legend League attacks. No, it's going to be in the clan capital, guys. I've got a solo raid on deck to show you guys from last raid weekend. We're going to be at Capital Hall 5, so if you're at Capital Hall 5 or close to it, hopefully we can see some attack strategies that might be useful to you guys. Just see how we're trying to use different spells and troops to set up our next attack. That's really what Clan Capital is all about, setting up your next attack, since it takes several attacks to take out a district. Alright guys, if you like this content, go ahead and smash that like button for me, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, we're going to be first taking a look at the Builder's Workshop. It took us 3 attacks to get through here. If you have some really good attacks, maybe you can get it down in 2, but 3 is always a nice thing. Now, first up, we're just going to be using these super barbarians to clear out the junk around the outside of these bases. We have tons of these little huts and different structures around all these defenses. So really in your first attack, we're just wanting to place these troops around and get as much value, clean out all this junk, get your deployment zone as large as possible, guys. And it's nothing super exciting right here, but you can see we're just trying to clear that out. Now, I did go with the Flying Fortress right here, and I really thought I was going to be able to take out enough air defenses that we'd really be able to make a strong push with the Flying Fortress. It is really strong at Capital Hall 5, but really without a rage, it's kind of limited. We do have the heal, but you'll see in just a minute, we kind of are setting up our troops right here. We're going to try to take out these balloons with some archers down here toward this district hall. Use our lightning to weaken them up and try to get as many air defenses down. But right now you can see we're down to our Flying Fortress. And so we're going to come in right up here at 1030. But you can see there's several air defenses up there, and with our heal, it's just not near enough. We don't get near as much value as I hope to anticipate out of this. We do get quite a few defenses still down, and we have some pretty good pathing to come from this. Luckily, these skeletons that drop from our Flying Fortress are able to clear out a few more defenses for us. So all is not lost right there. Still up into the 30-some% range, but not exactly how I'd planned that attack. But that's okay. That's how it is in Clan Capital. You learn from your attacks, and then you just change your army and try it again. So actually, I used pretty much the same army again. We switched it to 4 lightning. We have all these defenses sandwiched together, so I wanted to try to do as much damage on them as I could. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our archers again, trying to sneak in here, get down some more air defenses, some more spear throwers. But there's just so many defenses stacked up here that it's really hard for our sneaky archers to get tons of value with all these cannons. Because as soon as they go visible, they're just being destroyed instantly. But we're going to chip away at these defenses right here. Try to get a little better pathing for our Flying Fortress. We don't have a heal this time. So, because we use the lightning, so it's going to be a little rough for it. So we want to get another air defense down there. Continue to drop our sneaky archers. And really, it's about patience a lot of times in Clan Capital, it seems like to me. Like, the sneaky archers are super strong, but, I mean, it takes a long time. You just deploy them, wait, deploy them. But you can see right here, we've kind of got a little bit better pathing. We're going to bring in our Flying Fortress now. From the same on that top side. We have all those weakened defenses from the lightning, so hopefully we'll be able to power through those. Set a sneaky archer off to the opposite side while these defenses are distracted. Try to get a bit more value out of those sneaky archers. And you can see our Flying Fortress is able to make a little bit of a dent in these defenses. We've got our deployment zone a little bit bigger. Get these balloons taken down here. But still, just too many defenses in there for that Flying Fortress. But at this point, we've got about 2/3 of the base down, and there's not a whole lot of air defense troops left. So I switched it up, got some rocket balloons in there this time just to help tank for our flying fortress, zap out and do as much damage on the air defenses as we can. And we really only have a couple air defenses there, guys. So, I mean, it's pretty much a done deal at this point. And that's what you want to do when you're setting up these attacks. If it's going to be 3 attacks to get through a district, you want your last one just to be pretty much a cleanup attack. Like, you don't want it to be high stress or anything. You want to have it all set up where you can either do air or ground, however you're setting up your attack. So your final attack, there's just really nothing left to hurt your troops. You want as many troops left as well, because you get a bonus at the end of the attack for your capital gold. It's not much, it's whatever troop housing you have, but every little bit seems to count right now when we're trying to upgrade all of these districts and all these defenses and traps. It takes a ton of capital loot. So every little bit we're trying to get here. And you can see right here, there's just nothing left. Our flying fortress is going to make easy work of this base, get everything taken down, and it's going to be our first district destroyed here, guys. Nothing too fancy, but really these are attack strategies that anybody can use to get these districts down, usually in 3 attacks. If it is a larger one, it may take you 4 on a couple, but it's pretty consistent at 3. And there we go. All right, guys, next up, we've got the Balloon Lagoon. Took us 3 attacks. Pretty consistent on that. We've switched up our army. Right now, I'm just going to be using lightning to weaken up these defenses in the core. And all of our troops, we're just going to be using barbs, the sneaky archers, and the battle rams. And you can see right here, guys, we are just looking to open up this base and clear out as many structures as we can. Get our deployment zone opened up. And really, we want to work in toward this district hall right now, because you can see those giant rocket artilleries in there and those balloons. I mean, it is stacked in that core, and you don't want to be messing around with those when you get both of those rockets, those giant rockets, aiming at your troops. So the key is, like, when you're using your sneaky archers, you want to be patient. Just deploy one at a time. Let them get as much value as they can, and don't deploy your next one too fast, or they will get destroyed by that rocket going for your first set of sneaky archers. So it's a very slow, monotonous grind, really, to get through here and get this value, especially when you have so many defenses now shooting at our troops as we deploy them. You can see right here, we've got the Teslas, we've got the rockets, we've got everything coming in. So many defenses in there. So it's going to take a little while to do this. So we're just going to be patient, taking down as many as we can. We want to get to those rockets so we can take them out, and that'll really free up the rest of the base, where we can just take it out. So right here, we're going to drop in one of our battle rams. That thing did not have a chance. Did not get to the wall right there, you can tell, and they're gone. Bring in a few more sneaky archers. Try to just get a few more of these defenses down so we can get another battle ram in there. We want to open up that wall so we have access to that giant rocket in there. Right here, we're going to put that, I think that battle ram will be coming in soon after these rockets right here. So many rockets. I'll actually deploy a battle ram on the other side, getting a little bit, just a pathing over there, just so we can attack from the top side there a little bit if we want to. But our main objective is these giant rockets. We've got to get those down. Now we've got at least our pathway to access them right now. Continue to use your sneaky archers. And you can just see, I mean, there's nothing to stop them once they deploy them. I mean, you could have a log roller or some bombs or something take them out, but you can have so many of them in your army that you can really do a lot of damage. And you see we actually get one of the giant rockets down, so that's a great thing. set up our second attack. So our goal on the second attack is we want to get out that second giant rocket artillery and these balloons around the district hall. Once we do that, there's really no air defenses left. That top side is mainly cannons, a few spear throwers, So our goal is to just clear out that giant rocket, the district hall, and then we're going to clean it up with that flying fortress in the end. So we're just going to continue to put our sneaky archers in. Same story as before. Get as much value as you can. The giant rocket's going to take them out. We're going to wait to put our next set of sneaky archers and just let them go to work. They're just such an OP troop right now in Clan Capital that if you're not using the sneaky archers, I definitely suggest using them. And also with the super barbarians, they do very well. And they only take up 5 troop space, so they're really nice to help clear out and tank a little bit for your sneaky archers when you need them to. So we get that district hall down. Just so many defenses in there, guys. So it's just really slow and monotonous. It's not super action-packed right here. But we're going to work on getting that giant rocket down. Once we get it down and we're able to get these other set of balloons down, it's going to really be setting up nice for our final attack. So we finally get that giant rocket down. That's really nice. We got one Tesla that popped up there, but that's really not a big deal. Not going to hurt our flying fortress at all, hardly. So we want to clean out. We got one more couple air defenses down here by that district hall. We want to get those taken out if possible. Those rapid rockets, get those down. And we'll get this pathing shored up right here. You can see we drop the rest of our battle rams. Just try to clear out a little bit of space. Open anything you can for our deployment zone. And you can see right here, we're at only about 50% of the base down. But if you look at air defenses, we've pretty much eliminated all air defenses on this base. All right, guys, let's jump into the third and final one on this district. And right here, we're all going to be all air, all lightning. Take out that air defense if we can with the lightning. We're going to send in our one set of sneaky archers down here on this little peninsula where the district hall was. Get those defenses taken down if we can. And they're able to get those taken out really nicely and clear up, making some new deployment area right there, which is going to be really nice for our rocket loons to deploy from there. So once we get this last defense, you can see that deployment zone open up. We've got the flying fortress coming in from 12 o'clock. We've got these rapid rocket loons coming in from where the district hall was on that Tesla. And now we're just going to collapse in rocket loons from all over on the base. You just have spear throwers left. There's nothing those spear throwers are going to be able to do against all of these air troops right here. And you can see this is just a massive, easy cleanup for your third attack. And so really, the way I've been attacking these bases is pretty much target the air defenses and then use your air to clean up the whole base on your third attack if you can. Now, if the base sets up a little differently, we might take a different approach, but a lot of these you can really take out easily this way. All right, guys, next up we're going to have Wizard Valley. This one, again, took us 3 attacks. Pretty compact. Right here inside the water is pretty much all of the base. Just some huts and things on the outside. Use our battle ram. Open up this wall. And let those little barbarians that come with it, if there's nothing targeting them, I'll let them go out there and try to clear a couple huts. It takes some time just to sit there and watch them slowly beat on these huts, but it's worth it to me if I can save a super barbarian so I can use it somewhere else. I'll just wait. So right here, we're going to just open up this deployment zone toward 3 o'clock once that barbarian finally gets down. Now from the top side, we'll start bringing in some more of our barbarians. Start just clearing out these easy easy huts, army camps, just stuff that we can get without really being shot at much. Just a few spear throwers out there so we can get some pretty good value opening that deployment zone. And you can see from this army, we're basically just going to be using the sneaky archers again, barbarians, the battle rams, and we got our 4 lightning spells. I was kind of waiting to see where to put these 4 lightning spells, and when this double Tesla popped up right here, decided to go ahead and use those lightning in that Tesla area. I wanted to make sure I could clear out that pocket right there with my troops and really clear up my pathing to get inside the base. I didn't want it to all be spread out, so we're going to use our sneaky archers to get toward those Teslas right now. Try to tank with your battle rams and your barbarians as much as you can for those archers, so when they do become visible, you can get a little bit more value. That's easier said than done sometimes, but these Teslas just can make quick work of your archers, so you just want to get those down as quickly as possible. Right here, let's take out this second Tesla. Well, with our next set of archers. Now we use our battle ram, open up this wall, set off some traps, so that's nice. And you can see we've been pretty much too patient with this attack. Still got quite a few troops left to deploy. Running out of time right here. You want to get as much taken out as you can. Every building you take down gives you a better chance of finishing this thing in 2 attacks, which is what we would love to do. So we're trying to get our troops in right here, take out a few more defenses. There's still a lot of balloons in the middle, which is going to be a pain if we try to do an air attack, and a lot of those super wizard towers. So still have a lot of heavy defenses in that core to take care of. So our second attack, I'm going to come in and try to use that flying fortress. We weaken up with the lightning toward that balloon, hoping that these sneaky archers can get some of these air defenses down right here. And now we've got rocket loons to come in as well, try to tank for our flying fortress. And a lot of these defenses are weak from that lightning, so I was really hoping to push through there. But really, when you don't have any support spells for that flying fortress, you really need to make sure that almost all the air defenses are down, and that's not the case right now. And so that poor flying fortress, it's going to take out as many defenses as it can right here, but it's taking massive fire, guys. You can see we've made pretty good pathing, got this thing cleared out, not that many defenses left. So hopefully with our third attack, we'll be able to get this thing down. There we go. Unfortunately, our skeletons are going to get rocked by all of these super wizard towers. They don't do anything. And we're at 71%. Still pretty easy. Not too much left of this base. We're going to use our lightning again. And the lightning is really an underrated spell, I feel like. If you can set it up and continue to use it on a certain section, you can take out some major defenses without ever having to fight them. And that's really key coming up. And in Barbarian Camp, I'll be able to show you exactly what I mean by using those lightning in somewhere you're not even going to be attacking, really, for several attacks. So we got our flying fortress in. We're going to bring in our rocket loons to start tanking, taking out these air defenses. We need to get these air defenses down as quickly as possible right here to make sure we can finish this base out. Luckily, our loons are going to be just enough, and our flying fortress is going to target this balloon artillery right here instead of this cannon, which was very key. And we're going to be able to finish this one off easily, guys. So you can see these first 3 districts here at Capitol Hall 5, pretty consistent, 3 attacks each. Nothing too spectacular, but very consistent, and you'll get a lot of capital gold that way, guys. All right, guys, we're going to be jumping right into Barbarian Camp. I've got my 4 lightning. We're going to dump them right on that giant rocket by the district hall right there, guys, in the very back. That huge rocket artillery is going to be a huge pain. It is so far back in this base. It's going to take a long time to get to. So we're just going to use lightning each time we attack until we can get it taken down, guys. So that's what we're setting up. We're going to use our barbarians and our sneaky archers right here. Just going around like we've done on all the others right now on our first attack. Just working on that deployment zone, clearing out as much of these huts, army camps, just junk that people put around their base to make the deployment zone, pushed out. At the same time, we want to try to get down some defenses if we can with our sneaky archers. So we're going to use our barbarians, our battle rams, kind of tank in there, and then set it up for our archers to come in. On this one, on Barbarian Camp, with all of these giants, they can be a huge pain. So you kind of want to keep your troops away from those giants if you're using ground troops. I don't want them just sitting there the whole attack trying to take out the giants. So right now we're on this top side, just trying to shoot over the water with our sneaky archers, take out a cannon, work on a few defenses in there if we can. We're going to come in this bottom side where the giants are, unfortunately. But we've got to get this deployment zone extended out where we have a little more flexibility for our next attack. So you can see we've got a little bit of value. Take out a few more defenses here, but only about 30% on that one, guys. So we got our second attack. We're going to use our lightning again on this rocket artillery, this giant one. And you can look at the damage it's done to it. It's really weakened up back there. And so we're getting lots of nice value without ever having to face that thing. Now we are getting in range of it. So unfortunately it is going to be targeting our troops soon. So we're going to try to skirt on this outside edge, take out as much as we can without getting in range of that giant rocket artillery. So we're taking out a few more of these defenses. We've got all of these giants in here, which are going to really slow up our attacks. But we want to get as many air defenses down because I'd like to finish this base like we have been consistently throughout this with the flying fortress, because I don't want to mess with all these giants. And so, we're slowly picking away at the base, trying to get some air defenses down right here so we can set up our third attack. Here we get these air defenses down, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're over 50% of the base down. Still have that giant rocket artillery back there, but our next attack, guys, we're going to take that out with our lightning, so we don't even have to worry about that. All right, so we end that one at 55%. Not too bad. Hope to get a little more, but that's how it goes sometimes. So right here, we're going to use our last couple lightnings, and you can see we are able to take out this giant rocket artillery. Took about 10 lightning, but I think it's worth it so you don't have to fight that thing. It is just so deadly. So here we're going to start with our, I think I'll bring our air troops first. Yeah, we got our flying fortress. There's still a lot of air defenses in here, unfortunately. And I didn't start the tanking with these rocket loons quick enough. So it kind of locked onto my flying fortress. So it's taking a lot of damage right now. We are getting this thing cleared out some now, but our flying fortress took so much damage. It has so few hit points at this point. I really feel like we probably could have gotten a lot more out of this. But still, we're setting it up. Hardly anything left that can target air defenses right now. And we've got 3/4 of the space down. So that's a nice start. We just got one small cleanup attack left. And we should be wiping this district out, guys. All right, here we go. Just 21% left. Going to use our 4 zaps again. try to get out those rocket or those balloons as quickly as possible. They don't go down, so we use our flying fortress with some rocket loons to go in there, make quick work of that because everything's been damaged by the lightning. And right now, from our deployment zone, we can bring in the rocket loons from every direction on the base. Get all these defenses taken out. And that's going to be it, guys. We got all these giants running around, but they can't do anything with the flying fortress. And so that one did take us 4. But I do feel like Barbarian Camp right now at Capitol Hall 5 is usually one of the tougher districts. It's usually more upgraded than the others. So I'm still happy with that attack. All right, guys, we finally made it to the Capitol Peak. We were able to take down the Capitol Peak in just 4 attacks. I was really happy with that. Once again, in this beginning, we're going to start with our Super Barbarians. I'm going to speed it up a little bit just because it's so monotonous. Clearing out all these traps and junk, guys, I know. We used the 4 lightning again in that core on the right-hand side of the town hall, the Capitol Hall there to weaken up all those defenses. We've got our Super Barbarians going around this outside edge. And like when they've set it up like this with all these huts on the outside, you want to take out as many as you can on this first attack. I know you're not getting out very many defenses, but you want to get that deployment zone so you have options around this base. You don't want to have to be funneled into one little channel to attack. So we're going to clear out as many as we can right now. These Super Barbarians do a great job. You can get tons of these huts down. We're going to use battle rams down here to open up these walls. Let us chip away just a little bit. We'll start using some of our sneaky archers down here to open up a few more of these huts. Get this deployment zone really opened up for us. And you can see right now, guys, we're able to get to over 50% we're going to be able to on this first attack, guys. And that's really nice. I know a lot of that are just huts, but that's still a lot of buildings to get down. So you can see we continue to use our battle rams. Just use everything you had to open up the core and take out all those huts. Our second attack, we're going to use our lightning in the same spot. We've got a lot of defenses there weakened up, so we're able to take a couple out. Once again, we're going to be using our sneaky archers and our barbarians right here to start shaving off some of these defenses. We want to be able to get into this giant rocket artillery soon to take it out as well. Right now, I decided to not focus on the giant artillery and just continue to focus down here on this like 430 side. That's where I kind of wanted to bring in my kill squad to take out the Capitol Hall. So I'm trying to clear out a bunch of that junk so I can bring in some giants and super wizards to finally take that out. Right now, it's still about pathing. Just clearing out defenses, let our sneaky archers work. And you just see, I mean, they're pretty much unstoppable. I mean, it's an invisible troop. Nothing's going to stop it. It's kind of like a sneaky goblin. Like, they're going to get there. So just place them on the map. Let them take out what defenses they can. And just be patient with them, guys. It's really an easy way to set up these attacks. We're going to open up a little bit down here in this bottom left-hand side. Let these sneaky archers continue to work in there, clear out those buildings. I want to get as many of those defenses cleared out so we can try to get our kill squad in there, kind of where that super wizard tower is, right by the town hall. So we're going to send in a couple battle rams in there, right by that super wizard tower, get that opened up for our next attack so we can send in our squad right there. And you can see we're already at over 70% right now with 2 attacks on the Capitol Peak. This one should be the hardest one, so I was really feeling good. I thought I had a chance maybe to get this thing down in 3 attacks, which would have been really nice. But we'll see what happened on our 3rd attack right here. All right, guys, so here we go. Our third attack. We're going to set it up where we can try to take out this giant rocket artillery. So we've got our sneaky archers working up there to get the super wizard tower down and that giant rocket artillery. Once those go down, then we can start focusing on taking down the actual Capitol Hall. I don't want that giant rocket artillery to be targeting my troops, so it's imperative I get that thing down right now before I send in my giants and my super wizards. So we've got that taken out now. Should with this one. Yeah, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready to place our heel by the Capitol Hall. Well, in a minute. I'm working on a little more pathing, it looks like, first on the right-hand side I forgot about. So we're going to path just a little bit over there. I don't really think that was necessary, but I went ahead and cleared it out. We've got our giants coming in. We're going to place our heal spell now. And the whole goal of this was that the Capitol Hall would be locked onto these super giants, and my super wizards would come behind and chain off the Capitol Hall, take everything down, and then we would clean up what was left. But you can see the Capitol Hall is switching to my super wizards for some reason. Or in a minute they are. And I've had trouble with this before where, it kind of messes up. Kind of everything locks onto the super wizards instead of my super giants. So that's unfortunate. At 80-some%. Didn't really get that chain off of there I was hoping to. So we're going to try it one more time. We've already got the heal in there. Bring in our giants. Bring in our super wizards right here. Bring in a second heal just to make sure. And you can see they make quick work of this Capitol Hall, guys. We're going to get that thing down. And it's just going to be a matter of cleanup. And so place your sneaky archers around to help right here. I probably should have brought a couple battle rams instead of my troops beating around the outside of these walls. But we got plenty of troops left. And we're going to finish off the Capitol Peak in 4 attacks. I'll take that any day on the Capitol Peak. 4 attacks, that's still good. 3 would have been awesome, but we will take it. And so there's our solo raid that I did last raid weekend, guys. Nothing super fancy. Really, I'm just using the most basic troops that you can in here and still getting the job done. We're still taking out these enemy clans in about 16, 17 attacks and getting a lot of nice capital gold that way. As always, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and clash on, my friends.